Okay. So I see we have about 5 people in, which is great. So, okay. And more people coming in. Okay, so I think I'll just kick out there because I think we have almost 50% of the attendees present. So hi everyone, thanks for joining. I'm Luciana, and I currently am a volunteer for Women in AI. I volunteer as the co-lead for the WAIPractice program, and currently I work as a product manager at Dell for the release of AI and IT products to influence their supply chain. So today we have today we on the panel we have Maeve, we have Aditya, and we have Natalia. And what we're going to be doing is basically telling you all about like Women in AI and the WAIPractice program, as well as CeADAR, and then the collaboration we'll be having. And we would have Maeve sort of like talk about CeADAR, and we would have Natalia and Aditya, who would be the mentors on this cohort. They would also be speaking, sort of like introducing themselves and then just giving some background about the projects there. So hi. So I will just be sharing my screen there quickly. Let me know once you can see. So you should see the slide with in yellow, bright yellow, and it says Women in AI Ireland. So okay, great. Okay. So I'm just going to walk you through who Women in AI is. Maybe some of you may already know, you must have signed up by now as a member of Women in AI. So what we are is a global not-for-profit organization, which was started in 2017. We have different branches around the world, right? And what our goal is to basically drive AI whilst promoting, will I say, women's participation in AI and creating like change via empowering women to be able to use AI and also create change within their space, be it either by upscaling or transitioning to another role, or transitioning to another role, or basically just for the sake of learning and just doing different projects there. So we have about 10,000 members, like mostly volunteering, and it's quite amazing to see how committed, will I say, with the women are to just promoting the program or different programs within the space, right? And also we have like different social media pages. So you would find us on LinkedIn. Mostly we're very active on LinkedIn, and some Instagram, depending on the region as well. There are different social media pages of people on different social media platforms, and we have about 40,000 ambassadors. So for the program we have in collaboration with CeADAR, we would be working mostly focusing on the Ireland region. So I know we got a lot of applications from different regions. At the moment, we're only able to manage within like the Irish region or within Ireland, just mostly driven by the time zone, and then also the mentors we have as well. So we have 16 core members. We mostly drive, as I said earlier, the education programs. We have different events, showcase. So you would see we've had like different live or in-person events, right? I would say prior to COVID, of course, we didn't have any, but post-COVID now we've had quite a number of events there as well. And we have showcases as well. And we offer sort of like support, mentoring, and certification programs there. So our goal, I would say, as within Women in AI, is to sort of like enable women. We don't refuse men as well, but I would say women are sort of like our main focus to sort of like, you know, have a diverse amount of talent within the women pool, and then also promote women and ensure that they get sort of like the skill or the support they require to be able to, you know, learn about AI, apply AI, and even possibly, you know, work on projects and maybe even go on to get jobs depending on what is they're interested in. And then another thing is to sort of like also build confidence as well within women. Like I know, like especially most people who don't come from like STEM backgrounds, you'd be surprised to see how like committed and, you know, enthusiastic they are about learning. And then so that's, like I say, collaboration between people from STEM and non-STEM background, or within the AI space, you know, it helps to sort of like promote confidence and also help them sort of like work together. So, and also we sort of like contribute, depending, we have different groups, I would say, people working on like projects, and based off of that, then we promote collaboration. So you would see sort of like some blogs, sometimes some blogs, some posts, some talks about sort of like AI. So I would say at the our core, like that's where we sort of like that's where we look to sort of like contribute and sort of like enhance the space of AI, sort of like building confidence and then also helping within collaboration at the core. So our global initiative would be to sort of like inspire, especially women, right? We would be looking at sort of like mostly AI, using AI as a tool to sort of like promote and sort of like help people upskill, like we mentioned, and then also educate. And then through that, you're also connecting and sort of like building your little, like say your a bit of a network within the space. So you would be able to connect and then also have people within with the same goals as you there. So in our team within Ireland, we have about 16, I would say, core members. We have Bigum, who's also on here. We have Catherine, who's our communication lead as well. And then we have Alexander, who's the main partnership lead. So we have sort of like everyone on. I think we have most people here. Some people may not be here maybe due to work or some kind of related event they're having. So but this program we'll be looking at is mostly focused on the education area, WAIPractice. And so this is our team. So if you sort of see the amazing women who contribute to to Women in AI Ireland. Okay, so the program we're looking at today is we're looking at WAIPractice as a whole, but it is under the division called the WAILearn. And basically what WAILearn is just an educational program to sort of like promote people's interest in AI and also people's application of AI through collaboration. So we would usually have like small groups with mentors like Aditya and Natalia, which is where the collaboration with CeADAR comes in today. So I would then hand over to me. So she's going to sort of like give the perspective on CeADAR and then how this collaboration for this WAIPractice cohort will be going. So thanks. I'll just stop sharing there. So.
Thanks, Luciana. I will share my screen now. Lovely. Can you see my screen? Perfect. So my name is Maeve Garrick. I'm the International Partnership Manager in CeADAR, and CeADAR is the National Centre for Applied AI in Ireland. So we are funded by Enterprise Ireland, just like maybe a little bit of a background before I get into some of the projects that we work on. So we're funded by Enterprise Ireland and the IDA with a mandate of advancing AI in industry. So we're very much an industry-focused centre. We apply cutting-edge research to industry. So we were recently awarded funding from both the European Commission and the Irish Enterprise Ireland, the IDA, to build an European Digital Innovation Hub. And this will be a new network of European Digital Innovation Hubs across Europe with the mandate of advancing certain advanced technologies in industry in Europe, and in our case, AI. So we're really we're entering a period of rapid expansion. So it's very exciting for us to hire new data scientists, and obviously always with the aim of having a diverse workforce in CeADAR. So as I was saying, we're the bridge between academia and industry. So a lot of our projects are from small, medium, and large projects, from the very short 1 to 2 week projects to multi-million 2, 3, 4 year projects. So generally, we would leverage either national funding or European funding instruments, or companies come to us with a project in mind and fund it directly. So the centre itself has 90 plus industry members. 2/3 of those members are SMEs, 1/3 are multinationals. And as I was saying, we would engage in AI data analytics projects with those companies. But we also offer consultancy, training, brokerage, and access to our high performance computing infrastructure. What's interesting is our members are across all industries. So as you know, AI is a very horizontal domain, so it applies to all industries, anything with data, any industry with data really. So the types of projects that we work on are always different, always a new challenge. It's a great environment to work in. So every project requires a different AI technology or a different application of AI expertise, so computer vision, image analytics, We work a lot with natural language processing, text analytics, reading documents for companies maybe in the financial sector, data visualization, blockchain for supply chain management or other applications. So there's a lot of different applications of AI technology. So depending on the area you're interested in, there's plenty at CeADAR for that. As I was saying about our diverse industry members, it follows on that our projects are, of course, across all different industry verticals. So green energy, environment, advanced manufacturing, we have projects in cybersecurity. I'll go into a little bit of detail on some of the more interesting areas that we're working on. So a typical type of project would be the FREMI project, where we're partnered with SSE Electricity on forecasting renewable energy with machine intelligence. Also predicting wind turbine failure. So this is applying different technologies to different areas of a similar problem. We also have Healthy Air in Vietnam, which is using meteorological and satellite data to predict air quality, as well as using sensors on the ground. So an app can be used to determine what kind of air quality they will have in Ho Chi Minh on a given day. So that was a partnership with Vietnam National University. We also have quite a few projects of different sizes in the area of AI for Earth observation, using data analytics of European Space Agency data, those kind of projects, and also matching that with drone projects. Our cybersecurity group is very active as well, malware detection, also trustworthy AI, very appropriate to this talk, biases in AI. So these are kind of the reasons we'd like to have a very diverse workforce in CeADAR, because a lot of the problems with AI require a diverse workforce. Also advanced manufacturing, with projects like blockchains for supply chain, also using AI to predict sensory attributes in the food manufacturing process, so predicting taste. We also work with other digital innovation hubs across Horizon 2020 and Horizon Europe projects. So there's a lot of opportunities in Europe and working on European projects with other European partners. So it's a great environment to be in. On the job opportunities at the moment, so we have these current job opportunities, but as I was saying, because we're a European Digital Innovation Hub, we're entering into a period of rapid expansion. So we're always looking for data scientists, and we always strive to have a diverse workforce for a variety of reasons. But obviously, a healthy, diverse workforce is for a better working environment. It's also for better projects and different insights into problem solving. So we're very happy to partner with Women in AI, and thank you for listening to me today.
Thanks so much, Maeve. And it's so great to sort of see the opportunities and sort of the areas that AI can be applied. So I hope this keeps the attendance or like the participants of this cohort kind of excited for this cohort. So as I was mentioning earlier, this cohort we're doing this cohort in collaboration with CeADAR, and we have two mentors today from CeADAR. We have Aditya and we also have Natalia. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hand over to Aditya here, and he's just going to introduce himself to us and just sort of like give us a bit of background about himself there. So thanks.
Thank you very much, Luciana, and hello and welcome everyone. I'm Aditya Grover, data scientist at CeADAR. Glad to be part of this initiative, and even though I'm clearly the odd man out in this case, right? But yeah, no, I'm very glad to be part of this. So yeah, just a little bit about myself. I've been working with CeADAR for about 6 years now. I came to Ireland for my master's. I did my master's at UCD in computer science with a specialization of data science. And then I got the opportunity to intern with CeADAR as well. And I've been here ever since because I've had the opportunity to work on many diverse projects across multiple domains, including aviation, transport, logistics, infant nutrition, horses. So it's a wide array of projects. And currently I'm involved in a very big European project. So that's the good thing about CeADAR as well. It's not a monotonous kind of job. You work on exciting things, you're involved in many aspects of each project as well. Yeah, and of course, I can talk about the project that actually in part of why I was selected to be a mentor for this program is because in 2019, I was part of the NASA's of a team that won the NASA Space Apps Challenge in Dublin, where we developed a prototype that can help solve kind of migration crisis for refugees in Syria. So I'm hoping to take some ideas from that. And of course, depending on the people I work with, then I want to see their interests and thing, and then we can develop a project around that and how we can solve an ongoing humanitarian crisis. So I guess that's kind of the background as to why I've been selected as a mentor for this program. So yeah, I suppose that's it about me. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Aditya, for telling us about yourself. It's kind of interesting. And again, I'm emphasizing how interesting it is, like the diversity of the projects that people get to work on. So I think it will be exciting for this next cohort. So we have Natalia, and it's amazing to see Natalia back, because Natalia has been a mentor for us on WAIPractice as prior to now. So Natalia, can you just tell us a bit about yourself? And yeah, over to you. So.
Hi, Luciana. Yes. So currently I work as a research fellow at CeADAR. Actually, I work on a project focusing on the natural language processing, which is my specialty. And my main role in this project is to build a system that interacts with humans to classify texts into categories, right? So before that, I worked at DCU for 4 years as a research fellow as well. Worked in many different projects before, large EU-funded projects, but mainly in the field of NLP, especially focusing on machine translation. As you said, I was a mentor for in 2 cohorts before this one. One in partnership with Our Ladies, and also this year from February to May with Python Ladies, PyLadies, and now again for with CeADAR, right? Well, what else? I think, yeah, that's all. Actually, I'm from Brazil. Yeah, I arrived in Ireland in 2018. And yeah, I think I plan to stay. So yeah, that's it mainly.
Oh, that's great. Yes, amazing. Thanks for telling us about yourself. So, okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to give a walkthrough, I would say, of sort of an idea of what you would expect as part of being a participant on the WAIPractice program. So the WAIPractice program, as you may have seen in the ads, is a program that usually lasts about 2 months, right? So you would be split in groups based on, we mostly look at sort of like your skill level, not to say like if you're a beginner, intermediate. So we try to sort of like, say group people based off of their skill level, right? And also the opportunities for them to learn as well. And what we'll be looking at is, you would be relying, like say, on your mentor's expertise mostly to guide you, but you would be doing the work. Well, you'll be mostly doing the work, like, because you are the one who's like looking to enhance your skill and also collaborate, right? But what I can assure you that you would get out of this program is, if you commit to sort of like doing, like, of course, like I know a lot of you would be volunteering your time, and then a lot of you would have work on the side as well. If you commit to sort of like doing this program, you won't regret it in any way, mostly because I participated before when I first joined Women in AI as well. So I sort of like, I have a master's in AI, but it was sort of nice to sort of see like the progress of the work, I would say, like, and actually apply on a project with other people who were not maybe in my class or entirely from a different space. So, and the great thing is that you would have a mentor to also guide you everywhere. So even if you're wrong, you're unsure, even if you're not, it's not clear to you, I would say you can take it to your mentor and just get the guidance there. And also you can bounce things off your teammates, right? So you would usually be around 3, I think in this cohort, we have 2 mentors at the moment, and we had quite a number of registrations. So we had to sort of like pick some people, mostly within the Irish, within Ireland or the UK, just mostly around because of the time zone. So you would have about 3 to 5 people in your, or 3 to 4 people in your group, right? And the frequency of how you would meet would be based off of your timing. So we would rely on you to sort of like organize meetings and also keep your mentor in the loop, right? Because your mentor is there to guide, not necessarily will I say be hands down and then getting the work done for you as you go through the cohort. So I think that's mostly the idea I would want you to get out of the what the WAIPractice program is, right? And does anybody have any questions or comments, or you can put them in the chat there. So I think we'll just give time for Q&A now. So okay, let's see. Oh yeah, and I just saw as Nabanita commented there, if you haven't already registered, please feel free to register to join Women in AI, and then you'll be automatically added to the Slack channel. So even if you didn't sign up for this cohort, you'd be able to see the ad for the next cohort there, and you'd also be able to participate. So I don't see any questions here. Yeah. Okay. And there are no stupid questions. Trust me, any question, we'll be happy to answer any question. Okay. I think if there are no questions, then should we assume that it was really clear then, the presentation, or everything was communicated really clearly? So, okay.
So Luciana, I don't know if you saw the question from Gori in the Q&A.
No,
in the Q&A. Hi.
Okay, now I do, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Catherine, for calling that out. I was looking in the chat. Yeah. So Gary, you're saying hi. So would it be given a problem statement to work on? Okay. So I think at the moment, right, we would look to the participants and their mentor to sort of like come to an agreement of what they want to work with. Mostly because we've seen that if we assign a problem statement, we're not sure, like we would rely on the team. Like we're not sure, like, oh, if we assign you a problem statement, then you would be able to pick it up or resolve it. So we allow for that flexibility, that room for you to be able to select what you want, like along with your mentor, of course, to be able to get the work done. But this time we're working in collaboration with CeADAR. So there's some our focus would be, I think, AI for good, I believe, right? So around that area, but your mentors will be there. So it's not like you will just be assigned a topic if you don't want it. So the mentors have things planned already. So don't worry, you would have that, collaboration there. So with them. So yeah. Thanks for the question, Grace. So any other questions or? Okay. Okay. I think we'll just give maybe a minute more to see. I don't know if from your side, if you have anything you want to add or.
And just that if anyone wants to reach out, I can put the email in the chat, or you can reach out to CeADAR through our website as well.
Okay, so I saw there, I just said Paula had posted the themes there as well. So if you would be assigned to Natalia's team, you would be developing a dashboard, right? Or a map that uses social media data to identify the availability of resources, so within particular areas. So I believe this would be a useful tool to help people in need based off of like resources like food or immigration policies and things like that, and water as well. And if you get assigned to a DTS team, you would be working on like a dashboard or a map that combines geolocation data and other resources like social media or satellite data or environmental data and things like that, also to identify the needs of and priorities of people just based on different resources, so especially in conflict areas. So okay, and yeah, go ahead please, Natalia, you're going to say
and
something.
I just have something to add. Before this meeting, I and Aditya, we had agreed that we would be working together on a similar project, actually on the same project, but then I would focus on the NLP part of the project because it's related to my expertise. So yeah, so then if people are students that are more interested in joining me in this part of the project, they are very welcome. And I am what I have in mind is just to use some tools like, for example, Python for do some web scraping, and then get some data from the social media to help us to get the knowledge to create this dashboard. So basically, this is my main idea, but of course that we can discuss further and see if students are comfortable in using Python or if they are plan to use any other tool, what else they have in mind, that everything can be discussed, right, and adapt.
Yeah, great. And I think keyword there is flexibility, which is amazing. So whichever team you get in, will be sort of like tailored and based on your willingness to learn and whatnot. Okay, so just looking there, that since we have a minute left, I think one thing I want to emphasize is that this is a general webinar to give you an idea of like Women in AI, CeADAR, and sort of like the work that we'll be doing. But we will be sending out like another meeting invite for people who have been selected for this cohort. So you would get an invite, and if you have more questions or very specific questions that you want to ask, you can also ask them there. And then we will be sending on mails to the different members of different groups, right, with the next steps as well. So that way you would know like what the expectations are, what your commitments are as part of like as being a mentor or as a participant or as a mentee as well. So just something to keep in mind, everyone who's on here now. Okay, so I think then that's pretty much, I don't see any more questions. I don't know if from your side, Aditya, Mib, or Natalia, if you have anything else. Okay, no, okay. So in that case, then I would say, everyone, thank you so much for your time. It was so great to have you on here. And I hope that as we kick off this cohort, so like I say, once from the meeting tomorrow, it would be an amazing one and everyone would get to learn different things. So thank you all for attending. Bye.
Thanks very much.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.